This is the honey turtle. He's my little pet. I found him on the deck of my lake house in upstate New York. He had been clearly the subject of a meal by a bird or something, because when I found him, he was only about the size of a quarter. And look how he's grown. He was also in a place at my house where there's no way he could have gotten up there, so he was clearly dropped by a bird. Anyway, this is his home, and as I'll demonstrate here in a moment, he's really pretty badass. He rules this aquarium like it's his business. Anyway, he's an eastern painted turtle, or a midland painted turtle, as evidenced by the markings on his bottom of his carapace, as they call the shell. This is the range of the midland painted turtle. The orange area is their territory, and I found them right about here, in this part of New York State. He was just hatched, and he is going to look like this when he grows up. I'm going to release him in September into the lake, and he's going to grow up to be a big happy turtle in Lake Louise Marie. But this is what he looked like when I found him, just about the size of a quarter. Little bastard. Anyway, he's hungry. He eats everything. And the fish don't fuck with him because they know better. Now I've got him trained to understand when I hit the button on the food wheel, it's feeding time. He'll climb that log and get right up on it. Doesn't put out much food right now, though. But here's the fun part. Here's where we get to see him be a real badass when we feed him a worm. Now, first you have to get his attention. He's over there eating right now some of the stuff that came out of the food wheel. But when he sees this worm, man, it is all over. Because this is what he wants. That's what Honey Turtle wants. Oh, boy. Oh, Honey Turtle loves it. Oh, and he gets it. And then they fight. Oh, he tears it in pieces. How badass is he? Now, notice how the other fish in the tank stay away from Honey Turtle, because they know better. He will chomp their ass. He tears at that worm, and he eats it in about 4 bites. That was a little one. Anyway. Wow. He's really chowing those worms these days. And he's growing like crazy. I'll let him go in September, at which point he'll be badass enough to defend himself in the wild. But look at him, he's still not done. He eats an entire worm, and he still wants more. Hungry fuck. Anyway, he eats worms. The Honey Turtle.